Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Chadi, and before we get started I want to thank to my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel, and always appreciate you all subscribers because you have been with me for better and worse, and I really appreciate that too. If you like this video, please subscribe. It's free, and that way we can, my channel can move up. And also, give us a thumbs up if you like this video and share. Okay, let's get started. Whoops, sorry about that. So today we're going to construct the box, okay? I tell you, I made a video and I had to delete it. I didn't like it, so it's been a lot of crazy, and this little thing wants to stay there, and I want it to stay there. I have more trouble with this little thing, but anyway, I'm going to leave it there and see how it goes. Maybe if I put it against something. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. This is actually going to be the feet, the little feet for the box. Okay? I'm going to turn this down just a little bit more. Maybe we can get a little more while we're doing. Oh yeah. There we go. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna cut 4 pieces of cardboard. If this one is a double, so piece of cardboard, I mean it's already a double one. But if you have a single one, just get 2 of them together, and it's gonna be 2 3/4 from here to here, or 7 centimeters, and 4 1/4 or 11 centimeters, okay? Once you cut them out, we're gonna go ahead and tape them. Let's see, maybe. Okay, there we go. Like I said, things has been crazy. I got out this morning, I wasn't feeling that good, and I'm still kind of feeling kind of puny, but I don't think it's the virus. I think it's that I mowed yesterday, and it was cold, and I should have not been outside, but I was. So, and I do have a lot of allergies. We pray there won't be a virus. I haven't been anywhere. I've been home. Okay, and just go ahead and get all the 4 corners, or sides, excuse me, no corners, sides. It's also easier when you go ahead and, you're going to put them together. If everything is nice and flat. And I hope you have been doing well. You all are my prayers right now. Actually, the whole world is in my prayers right now, because we need to do that. I had put a video on Facebook today that I saw. Is one of that I subscribe to is, let's see, whatever, I can't remember, Bree and Art, or Art and Bree, I'm not sure, something like that. Anyway, he is a nurse, and he had a really good video, give you an idea how many, not just the people, but the people in the medical, department, nurses, doctors, all kinds of different one, technicians, they had actually passed because, being there for us. So if you have a chance, please look at it. It's really good. He doesn't not talk. I can even talk. He doesn't talk, but he does have, he does speak. But in this video, he's just doing cue cards, and they're very good. Sometimes when I know there's a very good video, I'll try to put it on Facebook. Not too often, but I do try to share, especially if I know it's a good one. Okay. Hopefully this one is not as long as the other one. It's when you do something that it is from scratch. It's very hard not to have a long video. Hey, one more, it will be done. It's been cold and rainy and awful, awful. It is very cold today. All right, so I hope you're staying home and be very warm. Okay, so we got 4. And this is gonna be the base, as I told you in the where I made the, you know, the lid. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to worry about this right now. I had already kind of sanded off, so it will be a little bit smoother. And other than that, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to paint it, or I'll probably put another piece of board over it. It's okay, okay? For me anyway, because I can make it work. Now, instead of doing a paper mache on this box, like I did on the other one, and by the way, you can, okay? You can do that. I decided to do it this way. That way, you don't have to. But also, the masking tape helps when we put the joint compound. You know, it's a little wet, and it won't get through to the cardboard, which is what we want. Make sure it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna start on one side and put the other side against it, or you know, and the inside part of it. Okay, and I'm gonna just continue doing the same thing. Put this one here, and just put it against it. Make sure you get the size flush with the end of the other card, okay? And this last one is gonna be this side inside, and this side outside against this side. Does it make any sense? This one is gonna be glued like the other ones inside of it. When you cut all of them the same size, sometimes it's better to do it this way, and that way you get a better measurement, okay? Now this one here is gonna be against this outside edge, see, like this. Which actually, if you return it, it'll be the same. You're going inside of it, okay? I hope that makes sense. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Okay. If it needs a little more here and there, I'll do that in a sec. Okay? Like in here. Alright. Once you do that, we're gonna place it right on top of this, okay? And how I measure it from here. Actually, I think I measure it a little longer than what actually was. Just a little bit. It came out about probably 1/8 of an inch on either side of this little square, outside of it. But all of this is not even very, what you call it, even. So, you know, let's see. Okay, I'll get some tubes in here. And we're just gonna go ahead and get this baby in this box is real easy. Everything is easy, folks, that I do, okay? I'm always saying, if it's not easy, I'm not doing it. So, there. Okay, so I'm gonna go and see how bring it, try to make it as even as I can. As long as I have two sides the same, like this one and this one the opposite, and this one and this one, it's okay, all right? And I think I got it pretty good. Yeah, okay. And let's just do it to the box itself. but we're not done yet. And I need some coffee. I need to try. I got hot coffee so I can get warm. Okay. Now we're gonna put, instead of put the paper mache, we're gonna do the joint compound. And here we go. Let me get one of these things so that I can clean or dry my. Oh, another tip. A tip here. This is a damp paper towel. I'll put it in there inside. That keeps the joint compound from getting dry. And see, it's very, very nice and very moist. But sometimes when we open it, the lid in and out, or leave it out for a while, you know, it might get crusty. Just do that, and it's real simple. Okay, here we go. So by doing this too, see, you get these edges, those joints, nice and even. I don't know what that is. Oh. Okay, all right. I got something here. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Maybe I need to cut something. All right. Okay. Not only that, you can get it nice and even down at the bottom. Like I said, it's just like icing a cake. Once you get done with that, with the same little spatula, you just go around and around and around. As we did to the lid a little bit. It don't have to be as much, but also we don't put as much joint compound as I did in the lid, okay? It's a little bit, a little looser, as they say. A little thinner, in other words. Once you do this, let's see if I can get, I can see it there better, okay. Let me get this clean. Once I do this, like this, barely touching it, you want to just go over it. Just barely, okay? And what that does, it makes it a little flatter. And if you like some more in here, just kind of go back and whatever. And then again, and what you're doing that is you're taking off the, you know, the little pointy thingies. I call them, I don't, you know what I'm talking about. Pointy thingies, okay? And this is really all to it. I want to do it again. I'm not gonna do any on the edge here on this little lip, okay? Just on here. Again, and that way you can get your everything will be nice and even. Which it really doesn't matter very much for the main reason that we're gonna mess them up anyway, right? I have done a lot of plaster. I've done the kind of the old world, you know, with the when you go in there, just make it kind of, you know, Tuscany look at my whole house. So I get pretty good about this. And again, just barely, you know, barely do it. And you just want some texture, okay? And here in the corners, if, you know, try to make them as even as possible. And again, if you don't have enough, go back and do some more. Okay? And that's really all to it. All right, so I'm gonna put this one back up because I got one done, and we're gonna work with it. And see, it's still very damp, so you don't want it wet. You just want it, get it wet and then squeeze the water and then kind of, see, put it in there. All right. And we got this one done. See? We put it down this way so you can see a little better. Maybe I turn it upside down, maybe. Anyway, okay. I did the lid. Let me get in here. And I made a boo-boo on it. Oh. Like I said, yesterday let's just not even talk about it. Okay, I don't know if you can tell let me kind of move it around a little bit. See how shiny it is? Just, you know, the decoupage is shiny. Everything else is not. And how I raised this little eggs in here, all right, I'm gonna show you on the other one. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Let's don't do that. Okay, let's put that on a side again. And with a very, very little, very small, fine, you know, a brush, very, very little, very small, okay? I get the Polydura thing, and let's see if I can get it so y'all can see it real good. I did some of this already, see? I raised it up, and I raised some of the flowers, but some of them suck it up, the Polydura thing right away, so you need to, you know, kind of build it up. But how I do it is very simple. I'm not doing the basket. I'm just doing the flowers and the bow. So let's do the bow again, and you just keep on building it up until you have it like you want it. Okay? Try to keep as flat as you can, and the flowers the same way. And you just kind of almost dab it in there, so you can almost see a little coat is, you know, kind of rounded, because you don't want it to go anywhere but the flower. And you can put as many coats as you want to. But when you get done, you have some really pretty, some of the flowers gonna stick out a little bit more than the other ones. Once it's all like you wanted it and everything, then you do a Polydura thing all over it, over everything, okay? And like I said, down the bow, see the bow? And then the ribbon also. It will, when you see the little, well, let me show you the other one, because it's already dry. Oops. See how some of them are, see some of the flowers raise up more than others? Okay, so this is how I did it. Like I said, once I got it all done, then what I did is a Polydura thing, everything. And I did it 2 coats, especially in the on the applique here on the flowers. I did 2 coats. On everywhere else, I just did just 1 coat, because there was plenty. I didn't want it so glossy. I wanted this decoupage to stick out a little bit, okay? And I think it turned out really pretty. Once you do that, then you can do the gold rubbing around it. And I also did the gold all the way on the little scallop. Make sure they was nice and solid, see? Okay? Then when I turn it, oops, sorry. You know, I have painted the whole thing this color, and I like the color. But I found it was too much on the lid itself, so I taped about 1 centimeter, which is about 4/8, give or take. You can tape as much as you want to or as little as you want to, okay? I taped it around it and put this on, the coat of the paint with a little bit of the joint compound. I kind of mix it. I just put a little paint in there and then put a little bit of the joint compound and kind of went, you know, paint it really good with strokes. And you got now, see? You got some depth in there. You got some, you know, I don't even know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna come back to me. Like I say, it's not been my best day, but I wanted to get this video out. So this is what I did with it to get some texture. There you go. So when I get this beauty in here, which by the way I had to take it out because, and that's one thing you need to be very careful, okay? This is the lid. Here it is. So this is the front of the lid, the one that you're gonna bring it up. So when you bring it up, your little poem or whatever phrase that is so awesome, needs to be like this. So you can see it, right? I had it here. How I did that, I have no idea. So I had to take it out. But you know what? I like it because it makes it look more old and antique. So sometimes things happen for a reason, I say. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But before I put it on, let's go ahead and rub in a little bit of the gold, okay? Let's see. Let me go ahead and shake it really good. Or maybe no, I can put some in here, hold on. All right. And I had a little sponge. So I'm gonna get this little sponge, you know, and I'm just going, instead of doing it by hand or by whatever, I'm just gonna go over it and to kind of, you know, do this. And what it does, then it gets the, and since it's the same color, it doesn't matter if it goes over the, you know, the edge a little bit, it's okay. There we go. All right. And see, it just kind of gives a little bit of a, kind of a gold flakes on it, and it makes it more interesting. Okay? And I'll use that here in a minute. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go ahead and glue, make sure I get it right. And glue it right over here. As I said, this is gonna be on the, also is gonna get, this is gonna be a giveaway. And so just keep it up. I think I'm gonna do all of them by next Thursday. That is the two Easter eggs and then the Easter box. So please comment. You must be a subscriber, and also you need to comment, okay? And this is how I'm gonna get the names out of them. So please do subscribe and then make sure you comment, okay? Because that's how we, this is how we go. Alrighty. I don't think I need a lot of this, but anyway. Maybe shoot again. I'm kind of afraid now that I'm not gonna do it right. I'm gonna put a little bit high here, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. Oh yeah, that looks really good. And just with this, I'm gonna go in there and kind of make sure that everything is in there. And if I need to tilt it a little bit, I can still do it. Okay. Like I say, look, it got kind of wrinkled, and you know, from trying to spread it out. But I like it. I think I like it better than I did when it was bright, when it looked really new. So, yeah. All right. Okay, well, let's put this aside and that aside. And like I said, it already has one coat of the Avery, that Waverly from Walmart. And the only thing I would have to do is just go back and rub the gold, and I make sure that this is solid, like this one. Okay, like that. I think it looks better if it, you know, it looks really pretty when you look at it. See. And then you can paint it any color you want to. You can do anything you want to in here, because I don't know if you're gonna put this, if you can find it. I'm gonna try to find one, because I like to finish the other box for myself, and I like to be able to do it that way. Anyway, so however you want to do is fine. You paint it any color that you want, okay? Just because I do a lavender or the wisteria, that's what it is. It's a wisteria from Apple Barrel, okay? That doesn't mean you have to do it that way. But this looks really good, and I do like this with a sponge better than I do rub it with my fingers or with a brush, so I like that too. The reason I did this is because, now I still need to finish this, okay? Because I try to put some hinges. No way you can do that. It is just no way. So, you want to be sure. I'm going to put something else because I can't help it. I have to have a lid that opens up. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do, when you put the box in here, whatever you're going to do is going to have to be higher. If you do it in here, the box is not going to close good, because, okay, here we go. See, you have to have that much out. Well, I was trying to figure it out, how in the heck I was going to do it, okay? And finally, I saw the light. But before we do that, now in here I did the lavender, and I just with a brush I did a little bit of the gold, not too much, but just enough to kind of have a little sparkle to it. Again, you do whatever you want to. This one here has been paper mache. If you do not want to be paper mache, you can put any kind of paper you want in it, anything you want to do with it, okay? You don't have to do it. This is why I show you that you don't have to, and you still have a pretty texture to it, okay? All right. Once we get this done, and here, of course, we're going to paint it. Yeah. And that's the only thing that I didn't do, is paint it. But that's okay. It won't take us long. And you want to paint everything, go ahead and paint everything. It's easier anyway. I cleaned this today. I want to tell you, this table was horrible, and I tried to get some things out of the way because I just couldn't even move. So hopefully it's better. This gel compound, when it's done, is white, so it's easy to put any color you want to in it, okay? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna do it in a hurry. I might have to go back and redo it, but it's fine. But I want you all to get the idea, okay? So bear with me. Everything I do, I usually try to be very, very good. Very, very well. Okay. Okay, while it dries a little bit, let me tell you about the you want to make sure that this is out, and you need to measure the lip, which is about, let's see. It all depends, again, what kind of box and how thick you're doing it. This one is about a fourth of an inch, okay? This here, the edge of the box. So, and this is probably about, well, if you don't count the scallops, it's about the same, okay? So what you're gonna do is to make sure you're gonna have that out. I mean, this is gonna need to come out. So you wanna do it in here, and then you say, okay, plus, say, a fourth of an inch. So you need to leave a fourth of an inch opened here before you actually put your, I'm gonna put a ribbon, okay? So you had to put it, in other words, this is what you take out, so they come out of the box, so it look nice and even, kind of like this, okay? And then you're gonna come from that edge up a fourth of an inch. Now, if you're painting the whole thing, then you have to count for a half an inch, basically, and don't start any higher than anywhere from a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, depending on what you're doing, okay? So once you do that and have an idea where you're gonna put it, okay? Okay. Now you're gonna be crazy. You should think I'm gonna be crazy. I'm putting green. The reason I'm putting green, and I forgot what I got this one, but it's real pretty. It's kind of a, see the little dots in there? But the reason I'm putting green, because folks, it's the same green of the leaves, and I didn't have a purple or a wisteria, but I think it's okay because it's gonna give us some warmth to it. I may put a little, flower in there in the lid, or even in here where it's glue on, so they will look better, okay? Alrighty, now, maybe if we hold our little tongue just right, we'll probably do it, right? Alright, so I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and just get a little bit of it and glue it, so we have a nice finished edge. You can do it with a glue gun, you can do it with fabric glue, however you want to do it, okay? Once you do that, because I don't want this to show, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and glue it right in there. So, and hopefully if everything works, it will be fine. Whoops, now I did it. See, I told you, today is not my day. Ah! Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh, I don't know I tell you, it's just been crazy. But it feels so good to have my grass mowed. I mean, I don't mind, not feeling fantastic, but I tell you that grass looks awesome. And you know what? After I cut it, it poured rain. Okie dokie. It is what it is, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on here, but first I'm gonna do both of this. I'm just gonna cut something just to cut it, and then I'll do it. I'll cut some more, but okay, we're gonna go ahead and come back here. I just needed something. I just want to be able to open that because it doesn't have a knob or anything, and it bugged me. And it does bug. When it started bugging me, I gotta find a solution fast. Okay, and here I am. So see, it's probably a little bit more than I'm gonna say about half an inch, give or take, on either side before I glue the ribbon. Okay? Because you want it really kind of, let me get a little more in here. Try to get your glue immediately while it's still hot, but be careful because that way I want it really good and dried in there, okay? I mean glue in there. All right, so far. Now, let's see, I want this here. Let me go ahead and cut some more. I don't think I need this much. Okay. Let's do it right, because that way I'm going. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and again, I wanna see if I put this here. Hold on. It has to be glue. Can I try to center it, okay? First I'm gonna go ahead and do this a little bit in here. Just to have it ready. Let's see. They're not both the same. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna drink some more coffee because, like I said, I don't keep my my heater I'm hot in nature. I'd rather keep my heater low than too hot, and so okay. Now let me put it this way a little bit so you can kind of see it. Okay, I just want to be sure. See, if I do it like this, it's about 1/4 of an inch from here to here. From here to here, okay? So this little bit that I actually fold down and glue need to start about 1/4 of an inch up. Okay? So let's see if I do it right. I'm gonna come down. Hold on, I'm gonna do this and then come down. That's two, no, that's a little bit more. Okay. So if I put it like this, if you put your little lid without holding it as much as you can and bring it back, we should be able to bring it just right. Okay. Let's hope it will. Okay. And see what I did? I pushed it in there and then glue it. Okay? Make sure it's gonna be okay. Whoops, come on. Come on. Nothing is gluing. It's probably because it's still a little damp. Okay. I just want to be sure that it's gonna work. I can glue it down the line. You know, when I put after the polyurethane is so I can talk and do this. Hold on. It dries. Then I can go ahead and do it a little better, okay? But right now, okay. Now let's see if it's gonna do it. I think it is. It's still, okay. Then what I would do then, once it's like that, come back. Because both of the boxes should be the same. And I think it's gonna work. Okay? I just have to let it good and dry and then go ahead and either with a epoxy or something, glue it really well, or that Aleene's the ultimate, you know, glue, I could probably do it with them. But I know it's gonna work, and that's my main, you know, reason I wanted to do this. So it will work, okay? And then once it's good and dry, I'll just go ahead and do this. And see, in here, because it was good and dry, it's not a problem. But in here, it is. So I'll go ahead and I need to give this a really good coat of polyurethane. And once I do that, like I say, I will do it. Okay. Ugh. And then it will be fine. But yes, it works that way. My main thing is it does work, okay? And when you have a box that is, for instance, flush, like so, it's not a problem. The problem is they're coming out a little bit in the back, and you want to make everything to fit right. But it looks like it's gonna do it. So I'm very happy with it. And like I said, nothing else, put it on like this. Whoops. See, I have it wrong already. Okay, there we go. Put it like this. And, no, just do it this way, okay? Anyway, just do it this way. Just come out to the edge in here, and then into that, into the border of the box, and then glue it. That's the best way to do it, okay? And once you do it, it should stay in there, and it will be okay. All right? That's all you need to do. So we know it's gonna work. So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But I am gonna worry about what we're gonna do here. So now I'm gonna do the gold. And I like to do the edges a little bit, you know, so they will show better. See? It looks really good. Now, if you want it antique, more like the brown colors, then, you know, just get you the whatever brown color you want. And I like to dilute it a little bit, just a little, tiny bit, and then go over. You don't want it very wet, but just a little bit. And it does very wet also. See, but put in the corners like this, I like that. See? Let's see. Okay. Right. Oops. Also go in here and just kind of and also I like to do it on the rim. I think it looks pretty. It makes it look a little richer. I probably let it dry and then go one more time over, or you can do it with a brush. But I just had this, I might as well do it with that, okay? Excuse me. Okay, once you do that, then with a brush, go ahead and paint the bottom gold where the scallops is, and also the edges of it. I think it looks better that way. And again, you might have to give it more than one coat. I'll tell you a trick. If you do it with yellow first, and then put the gold over it. I think on the egg, I did the, this is Americana, but anything this color is called cadmium yellow. Okay? And then the gold over it, it will, you know, the gold will come out faster. Okay? Yeah, it's gonna need 2 coats, but that's okay. We'll do it, won't we? You ladies are worth every bit of it. I promise. Now, I'm not going to do anything at the bottom. I'll probably sand off the little bits of it and give it a good 1 or 2 coats of polyurethane. Just leave it like that. I don't think it needs anything. If you do, it's up to you. Again, you have to make it your project. And yeah, I'm gonna let it good and dry everything. But I just wanted to have a, you know, for you to see basically what is gonna, the finish of it, which I don't do any editing right now. And first of all, because I don't know how. I haven't been able, the people that can help me, they're in Austin. And right now, nobody goes anywhere. And I do need to make an effort to go up there one weekend, maybe spend a couple of days so that I can do it. So everything I do is what you see is what you get. Okay, so see, when you get a couple of coats of that gold, it's gonna look really pretty. Or 3, however you need it. Just do whatever you want. Knowing me, I may probably do 3 because that's just the way I am, okay? And now, if you want to, these little things, let's see, where's my little bottle? Okay. I was trying to figure out something for little legs. You don't have to put legs on it because I had a booger to doing these things. But this is what my legs are made out of. I put 2 together, wide, the white part of it against the white part of it, so we'll make like a little cone like that. And then this one here is in here. I don't know why. I tried super glue, I tried everything. I was having and finally, what? Well, I say, well, it didn't do it again, but just a heck of it. I put the that Aleene's, and at least it stays together. This needs to be dry, but this is what it looks like. Once I got that done, I paint them in gold, okay? Oops. I love this box. Okay, now how I'm gonna put this on here is, hold it. Let's see where they may be. Oh. I got one. Well, it's a screwdriver, but it's okay. In the bottom, on the 4 corners, I'm gonna do a little hole as best as I can in this. Okay, you don't have to be really big, but big enough that I want to put that when I put the glue in there. Oops, see what I mean? I may just do it like this, period, because I'm having a frustration with it. But anyway, just put it on there, glue it, and then you have your 4 little legs. Okay? Then I still want to do it this way, don't worry. I'm stubborn enough to do it. But I'm just saying, you know, I didn't have anything at hand to do the little legs. And I thought, well, and I found this, trying to find something else. I found this, I thought that's probably will work. And it's been a nightmare. But I'm still, like I said, I'm more stubborn than the box so of the beads. So we'll see who's gonna win. I also have an ice pick. That's probably what I'm gonna use. And that way, I just want it embedded a little bit because that way it won't come off that easy. Okay? That's all I'm going to do to this box. So basically, folks, the box is finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have just love it. I have enjoyed it so much doing it for you. And like I said, it will be finished, I promise, because I will put those little, you know, things in here. And I got some little roses. They're so cute. Oh, by the way, I need to show you something. Hold on. Speaking of roses. Okay, this is the egg finish, remember? They had the little branch. Well, you know, again, I wasn't 100% happy with it. And I remember I had these little flowers, so I just put some little pink in them. And isn't that cute? I like so much better. But I do have these little tiny flowers. And then I'll paint them, you know, in the lavender with, you know, maybe with a light and a dark or whatever. And then just put one on each side. And I think that's going to look real pretty inside right over here. See? Somewhere in there, probably higher, so when you know, when you fold it down, it won't hit anything. But yeah, that's probably what I'll do. But the green, it was a perfect green because it was this green, and I thought, well, at least I can do that. Now, if you want to be more coordinated, get some, you know, whatever you want for your box. But altogether, I'm extremely happy with it. Out of nothing, basically. Not even $1 because I still had the bunny. So, well, I say, yeah, let's say $2, okay, for making a new little box. And let me tell you, this looks better than $2. So, and I'm sorry it's not totally finished, but I'm gonna finish it. But you know what I'm talking about, I think, at this point, you know. And I tried everything. I wanted to get this video finished, and I tell you, it's been crazy, especially with these little boogers. And maybe between now and then I found something different. You don't have to have any feet, really. You don't really have to have anything. The box like this is perfect. But if you elevate it a little bit, I do have some big pearls, and I may do that. I have some big pearls, so that might be the easier thing to do, and they will look pretty. And what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and paint them in gold. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do, right there, because this is driving me absolutely bananas. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, please subscribe and excuse me, subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And until next time, oh, by the way, our next video is going to be how to make a mask. It's going to be, I'm going to make one with all glue, fabric, with a fabric glue. And the other one, of course, is going to be sewn, the same thing, but just one, in case some of you, excuse me, some of you do not sew, you can still make them, okay? And like I said, the only thing you will need is some some real fine interfacing, which I would wash by hand or with or whatever and put it in a dryer because sometimes it'll shrink a little bit. And also if you have a cotton fabric, I'm gonna sandwich between the cotton fabrics, but that's gonna give you extra protection, I think. I hope. That's what I'm gonna do to mine anyway. So if you're interested, that's gonna be one of the, videos coming. So until next time, stay well, stay crafty, and God bless you.